What it is, what poppin'? You two, we back at it. Y'all already know. We got Cam Newton versus Ryan Clark. Told y'all, man, I'm back full focus. You dig? Now, all this came about, I think Cam Newton had some criticism about Jaden Daniels, and I think that Ryan Clark pushed back. Or I think, I'm not for sure who started it first, but Cam gonna definitely come back and say something. You dig what I'm saying? I rock with both of them. I met Ryan Clark in person, cool dude. Met the Pivot podcast and all that. They was some cool dudes. For a brief second, they was cool. Cam Newton is probably who I watch now. Like just like overall energy, overall like he do be having some good moments, some good talking points. You know what I'm saying? Like besides that though, but we got to hop into it. We got to see what Cam Newton had to say about Ryan Clark. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think, and I think they are like co-workers. Like because during the football season, Cam works at ESPN. I don't know if they still got that going on that, with what's going on with Shannon Sharpe and all that. Like it was a lot of stuff going on at ESPN last year, like last football season wise, and all what was going on. So coming into this new year, this new cycle of the football season, we're gonna see who they have on there to do those type of talks during the football season. But yeah, man, let's hop into it, man. See what Cam got to say.
Sport, Funky Friday, 4th and 1.
My bad, hold on.
When everybody's talking and saying to themselves and say, hey, no, Jaden Daniels ain't gonna be no RJ. How do you know?
Yeah, we got the stats behind.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if anybody knows the impact of RG3, it's me. Why?
Ho, bruh. It's not just you though, bruh. It's the city of Washington D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, bruh. For that, like that was like right after I graduated high school, right? And RG3 came out. Of course, Andrew Luck went to the Colts, and then they got the Skins got RG3, bruh. It had Maryland, PG County rocking. The city was like how Jaden Daniels got that. How I got it jumping now. RG3 had it like that when he was there for that year, his rookie year, going into his second year. The rookie of the year, that long run he had against Minnesota, when they went into New Orleans and beat the Saints and all that, like yes, that it was rocking. They was terrible. They had some okay seasons, but they always been like terrible to the point to where the people that grow up there don't even like them. They grow up liking other teams, but like yeah, bro, like I see what you're saying because you know what I'm saying, but the position you was in when you came out for sure. Like I feel like going to Carolina and then going to Washington is two different things because I feel like the Carolina market is just terrible. But you was probably the only person that can go there and do what you did.
Because my rookie season, I was the rookie of the year. And they gave me the label. At the time, Cam had the most arguably one of the best rookie campaigns ever. Followed up by the number 2 pick in the 2012 draft, Robert Griffin III. Also a Heisman Trophy winner.
That's a fact.
Getting drafted to the Washington Redskins at the time. And he took that city by storm.
Correct, he did.
And if you calling me a liar, in the famous words of my dog Shells, my name ain't Malaya.
Liar.
I'm not that.
I ain't Malaya.
I just told you that.
I knew the impact of RG3.
Yeah.
I seen it with my own eyes. I remember watching the game when he played the Minnesota Vikings, and he had like a 70.
When we gonna talk this talk, hey, bruh, I know my shit, bruh. Trust and believe me, bruh. I know my shit, bruh.
2-yard scramble for a touchdown. The whole Largo, Maryland, PG County was going.
Chill, bruh. Don't say Largo first, bruh. That's like the bougie side. Don't say Largo. Go to it. Palmer Park, Sea Pleasant, Landover, Maryland. Then you might say Lago. I'm playing. Go ahead.
Funkadelic. So to sit up here and now, you may not like him now, but that's not to say or to discredit who he once was.
That's a fact.
Can't say that. You can't do that. The guy was a baller, bro, before his injury. And the fact that he left everything out there on the field was what it was. And he thought he was
But see how you got to tell the whole story, bruh. He got hurt. He got injured. Haloti Ngata blew his knee up in the Baltimore game. I would say like that Baltimore team was the only team that really stopped RG3 that year. That really stopped the read option, because that read option was killing everybody in the league that year. And I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks before the playoff run, because I think Kirk Cousins held it down, if I'm not mistaken. They got to the playoffs and they played the Seattle Seahawks, and they had won the division. They had a home playoff game. They played the Seattle Seahawks. I lie to you not, right hand of God, where I go to the grocery store on Sheriff Road, right there by the stadium, bro. I seen so many Seahawks fans. You heard the Seahawks fans, so the same Seahawks fans, the Seattle Mariners jacket you got on, them fans, yeah, bro, so loud, bro. In that stadium, it didn't make no sense. But back to RG3, they played well under Kirk Cousins. They didn't have to go to RG3. I don't think I blame that on him forcing himself out there, bro. You're a rookie. You got the rest of your career to, you know what I'm saying, to play. Like, it's not like, I feel it's not, you're not in the middle of your career. You're it's not like you're like, you've been to the playoffs, you've lost so many times. It's not like you gotta get a playoff win. No, bro, you was a rookie. And you was hurt. Like, you a whole 300-pound defensive tackle blew your knee up. You feel what I'm saying? And then it's kind of like you tried to change your game up after that. That kind of like, I guess it was some type of trauma to where, though, when you go to Mike Shanahan, you wanted to be a pocket quarterback. And you really wasn't a pocket, not even in Baylor, bro. You was running around, read option, doing all types of stuff in Baylor. Now you want to be Peyton Manning when you know, so after your injury, and you just wasn't that type of player yet. Lamar wasn't that type of player when he first entered the league. There's a lot of players that enter the league and they don't, I ain't gonna say they don't, they just not as good as in the pocket as is, you know what I'm saying, them running the ball.
Doing the right thing. I guarantee you, if you ask RG3 right now, given the circumstances of not only his body, but also the relationship with his coach, would he have done what he have did?
No.
I find it mighty
even without
strange
that relationship, I wouldn't have done it.
that Ryan Clark would talk heavily about, go into a lot of details about Robert Griffin III
In a positive way.
in any type of way. But why can't you do that about Jaden Daniels? Oh, it has to. This is what you should have. No, you can't do that with me, bro. Because the same cam that Jaden Daniels get is the same cam that RG3 get.
Yeah, but they already been at odds though, Cam. They already been at odds, bruh. They already, like, it's already documented. They already been at odds. So, of course, if something happened with RG3 in the news, he gonna jump on it, bruh. Pause. But, like, he gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? Even with him and the Angel Reese shit, bruh. Like, like, everybody on his heels about that. But, like, they already at odds, bruh. It's just ammunition for him to do what he was gonna do anyway. What he really wanted to do anyway, bruh.
Same cam that Shannon Sharp get, Stephen A get, Molly Karam get,
You do, like, Cam do keep it funky though.
Just because you a good guy or a bad guy. I love LeBron James, but that don't mean I ain't gonna talk about Bronny. I love Bronny. That don't mean I'm not gonna talk about Bronny. We have to stop choosing sides, bro. Pick a side. That don't mean that I'm attacking who you are as a person. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, is above critique if you play in the game of football. Or any sport. And be mindful.
Yeah.
Oh, Cam, you just
or any sport.
Clickbaiting. No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything different than any other journalist would do.
I feel like this, though. Like, when it come down, since we got this platform, any mic, any camera. You feel what I'm saying? When you want to be in people's faces, bro, you're opening yourself up to criticism. Regardless if I'm just sitting in this chair and I'm talking, somebody can criticize this, right? And it's up to me to take it however I take it, right? But just know, you know what I'm saying, if it come down to my knowledge about whatever I'm talking about, I got a good sense of what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? And then if I am wrong or if I do need enlightenment, then I'm open to taking that. But like if it come down to sports, when you step on that field, that court, that ice, whatever you want to call it, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and you getting paid, even if you not getting paid, you getting critiqued because your friends gonna critique you, whoever's watching you gonna critique you. You feel what I'm saying? It's a bonus if you getting paid for real to get critiqued. You know what I'm saying? So, but if the critique doesn't, I ain't gonna say bother you, but if you don't take heed to why you're being critiqued, I feel like you don't care. That's just my opinion. Like, if you a quarterback or you know what I'm saying, a team that hasn't gotten over the hump, you should be aware of that. You don't gotta necessarily listen to the critique or hear the critique or mind the critique or even care about somebody critiquing you, but you know that is there. Your awareness should be there that, hey, people are expecting this, that, and the third, and if you're not living up to the expectations of what people see, you will be critiqued. Is it for you to care about it? No. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to live your life for you. But at the same time, they going to say what they want to say. They watching the game. If they not talking about you, you don't matter. Like that, we all know that. Like if I don't know your name, like who are you? That means you're not making plays.
I'm not doing anything different than what a Skip Bayless would do, or Colin Cowherd would do. But it's not the message.
It's the messenger.
It's the messenger.
That's a fact.
And I'm cool with people not liking me. I came into the class knowing that somebody ain't gonna like me, but the girl will. And if your girl don't like me,
What's up?
I don't like your girl.
You stupid.
That's the only reason.
But anyway, to stay on topic, to my point, Peggy, could you please pull up the statistics from Robert Griffin III's rookie campaign and Jaden Daniels' rookie campaign?
RG3's record was 9-6.
Let's look at it. RG3 9-6, 10-5. Okay. 69 completion rate. I think he was a better thrower. Jaden Daniels was a better thrower of the ball right now as a rookie than Robert Griffin III in the shows. It's around the same passing yards. Passing yards attempt. RG3 got that. They about the same for the passing yards per game. Same passing TDs. He actually threw more interceptions. But RG3 ran the ball more. There was a different type of offense. Quarterback rating 102 to 101. Rushing attempt. Jaden Daniels actually ran the ball more, so I'll take that back. He had 815 yards rushing. He had 737. This is kind of like the same, yeah. Okay then. Look at Cam face. He got it. When you know you got a point, bruh. When you know the numbers don't never lie, bruh. Numbers don't never lie. When you got a point, bruh. It's just that right now you're looking. He got a point, bruh. When you looking at RG3 right now and what we know him, because he has opened himself up and his family to us for us to see, and you see that he has a white wife. You see how what he does on social media, and it does look kind of cringy. And then what he says and tweets, and it does look kind of cringy. That's what you're putting that and forgetting this. But he only had one good season though, so you can. This is probably the only season you can argue with anybody about comparing anybody to anybody. To RG3. It's his rookie season.
6. Jaden Daniels' record was 10-5. Their completion percentage, RG3 was 65.6% and Jaden was 69.7%. Passing yards, RG3 at 3,200 yards, Jaden Daniels at 3,303 yards. Passing touchdowns, RG3 with 20, Jaden Daniels with 22. RG3
Look at
with
his
5
face, bro.
interceptions,
He like, yeah, I know.
Jaden Daniels with 8 interceptions. RG3 beats him out with more rushing touchdowns at 7, and Jaden Daniels comes in second with 6 within their rookie performance. So when you made the analogy, I think a lot of people took it as disrespect because they're thinking about
Cam Newton wardrobe is rubbing off on Peggy, man. I ain't never seen Peggy wear no goddamn handkerchief or whatever that is around his neck. This nigga got on a jersey with a overall with a hey bruh. These niggas is getting wild with the outfits, but I'm here for it. I fucks with it.
RG3
And
now,
who he is now.
but not how he showed up for the Commanders or the Redskins
I like
at the
that
time
pink
his rookie
ring.
year.
That pink ring.
Now, before, there's a couple of questions I have for you. All right, in the statement you made with Wale on Funky Friday, you talked about him, I guess, sort of speak of a sophomore slump.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel that way at first? Can you elaborate on that?
I was just asking a question.
It's not even a statement. You asked a question.
I asked the question.
Okay.
That's my job. I had to ask a question.
Yeah.
That's true too, but I feel like the majority of rookies that are successful the majority of quarterback rookies that are successful in the NFL, maybe even if you want to look at what's brother name from Houston, if you want to look at him, like his receivers got hurt though in Houston. CJ Stroud, if you want to look at him from his rookie year, like to me, statistically, like you being the driving force of your team as a rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud has probably the best. As a pure rookie, now as a starter, it's Patrick Mahomes to me, because if you really want to look at it, Patrick Mahomes' first year started. He didn't start his rookie year. He sat on the bench. His first year officially starting for the Kansas City Chiefs, he threw 50 touchdowns. But that's neither here nor there. We talking about true, pure rookies. His first legit year, you got C.J. Stroud, you got Ben Roethlisberger, you got Dak Prescott, you got Jaden Daniels. Who else had great rookie quarterback years successfully, like team-wise? Now, if you want to take just those four right there, you had Dak go to the divisional, he loses, but he wasn't the driving force of that team. You had Ben Roethlisberger, he goes to the AFC Championship game, but he wasn't the driving force of that team, the running game and the defense. Now you coming down to Jaden Daniels, who was the driving force of the Commanders last year, and you had C.J. Stroud, rookie year, who was the driving force of the. Remember, Houston was trash when they got C.J. Stroud. So between those two, it's probably the best rookie years ever. You got Cam Newton as well, but they didn't make the playoffs. I'm talking about individual success along with team success. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it.
You're not gonna get no cookie cutter question from me.
Yeah.
Because this is what I want everybody to understand. You don't know what Jaden Daniels is gonna do. Jaden Daniels don't even know what he's gonna do. Miss Regina Jackson don't even know what he's gonna do. Do I want him to succeed? Absolutely. What Miss Regina is doing for her son is something that's admirable and should be taken into consideration for every single parent around the world. But if I talk about this, I'm the hater. What I gotta hate for? I am extremely comfortable with who I am. I don't need nobody else's validation or approval. Call me a lot of things, but you can't call me these two things. A hater and broke. Can't do that. That don't even match. That's an oxymoron. Heavy on a moron.
He's stupid, bruh. I can't say, oh my goodness, bro. Cam Newton be on one, bro. But what he be saying though, if you get past all the other stuff, bro, like what he be saying be making sense, bro. And I'm a Ryan Clark fan, and it's just like you don't know, bro. At the end of the day, you got it. Like if you know ball, bro, you know football, bro. You can have an amazing season and come back, and a lot of shit go wrong. People get hurt. People get fired. You don't know what happened, or your chemistry not there. You picked up a player that you thought was going to work out. It doesn't work out. You just don't know, bruh. You just don't know.
Entertainment, baby. I don't care if it's the Pope or somebody that's working on Metropolitan. I don't care if it's somebody that's at Magic City or somebody at Fortune 500 company. They gonna get the same Cam. You may not like the messenger, but you're gonna respect the message.
As you talk about the message, you talk about somebody being safe, you talk about somebody being unsafe. I want you to define what do you mean as a safe analyst versus an unsafe.
They gonna joke around and answer the question straight and direct.
No matter who
No matter who you talking about.
If you like,
just
you like
because
it.
you like the person, just because y'all frat brothers, just because y'all went to the same college, just because y'all were teammates, it don't matter to me. It do not matter.
He cooking right now. I'm not gonna lie. He cooking right now. But my only pushback to that would be the person that you're asking to do that gotta be in you, not in your position, but they can't, because it's like, let me put it like this. Say if that person is doing, or that journalist or analyst or sportscaster is doing what you're saying you want them to do, as in how they safe or unsafe, right? If you give that take, that's what everybody's probably thinking and want to say, is more so like, do you lose other relationships while you doing that, other opportunities and other, you know what I'm saying? That's how sensitive sometimes people could be, bro. Like, you might say something this, and it might be coming from the heart, and it might be genuine, and you might really feel what you're saying, and you want them to get and understand what you're trying to get off, but it's like they might take it, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's a petty world.
I owe a service to not only the people who are fans of the show, but also to me.
Yeah.
And I would say what I have to say and be able to shake your hand and be like, nah, bro, just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
And then for Ryan Clark to say, well, you was looking for people who were supporting you, there was very, as few and far between of the people when I was playing that was supporting me out loud. And it hurt me when Deion Sanders critiqued me because I wasn't mature enough to understand what he was saying was truth. That didn't mean he didn't like me. That didn't mean he wasn't a fan of me. He was just saying it how it was. When Shannon Sharp, randoms? Cam, you one of them randoms. His quotes, not mine.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't take that personal. So, of course, I know that a lot of athletes, football players primarily, look up to me at one particular point and probably still does in their own distinct way. But, bruh, as a member of the media right now, I can't choose no side.
Yeah.
I done talked about people who I really, really like. And we're all humans. And so, of course, it's easier to talk about the people who you really don't like because you can really tell the people how you really feel about them.
Yeah.
Mr. Whitlock. But it is what it is. I still respect what he does because he know how to get the people going. But when it comes to me, I did everything at a high level, Peggy. It's a lifestyle at this particular point. This media stuff ain't no different. It's all entertainment, baby.
See, that's where, like, true and false at the same time, bro. Because you got some people out here that's not really entertaining, but they very, very informational. And, like, it's a different type of audience. You just got to know your audience, you know what I'm saying? When it come down to that. Like, certain people just be, if they can talk, they talk, and you, and that audience, that viewer, and it resonates with them, like, sometimes you ain't gotta do too much, you know what I'm saying? You gotta entertain, you know what I'm saying? You just speaking, sometimes, especially when you speaking what people feeling, that's when you hitting a different nerve, bro. That's when you hitting a different, you know what I'm saying, within the viewer, bro. Like, they like, damn, I felt the same way. I just ain't never say. That's when you know you really, you know what I'm saying, on point. But like, when it come down to this right here, when it come, like, if you played the game, of course you're gonna have a different perspective. Of course you're gonna get a lot more respect. Of course you can dive into different topics that the normal viewer can't dive into or touch you know what I'm saying, because of your access to the game. But that viewer or that YouTuber or that streamer or that fan can touch fans the way you can't touch fans. You feel what I'm saying? What do I mean by that? So that fan that watched that game on his television or in real life at the stadium can give a vibe or explain how they felt or a vibe during that particular whatever. A player can't feel that because you're the player. You're down there. We're up here. Just like you can explain how it was on the field and we can't. You feel what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. But it's just like, for me, it's just like with this situation right here, I think it's just a big misunderstanding. It's like Cam basically saying ain't nothing off limits when it comes out to critiquing whoever. And I think Ryan Clark is basically making it like, okay, how can we critique this man? And he had one of the best rookie seasons, you know what I'm saying, in the NFL history. Why wouldn't he have another good campaign? You know what I'm saying? If you're not thinking on the positive side off jump, then 9 times out of 10 you hating. That's Ryan Clark's stance. So it's like I don't really see it as picking a side. It's basically, you know what I'm saying, a mindset like, look, he could possibly have a bad season his sophomore slump, or he could possibly have a good second season and keep it going. But it's spilled over to the media because it's like they both in the media now. They both got their own platforms. So it's kind of like, this is how I feel about how media and critiquing should go. And this is how Ryan Clark feels about how media and critiquing should go. So now it's like, make your choice. Me personally, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, speak what's on your mind, bro. Speak what's on your mind. Speak what's on your heart. Speak what's, you know what I'm saying, how you feel. But just make sure it's in bounds of respecting a man. Because before all of this, before entertainment, before your platform, before, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, you're a man. So however you want to be respected, you should respect that other man, regardless if it's through a lens, in person, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm box office.
Some people feel like you being in this position, you playing the game at the what level you played it at, you winning the awards you won, that you should be able to empathize or be this person like, big bro, like, you got it. Everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be positive. Now, that's one perspective of it. Now, the other perspective of it is, I've won these awards. I've done it all. So I'm going to tell you the real. If anybody has the merit to speak on it, I can speak on what's going to happen or how I feel about what I see. Mm-hmm. So can we talk about those two things? Because I think a lot of people, media and viewers, some people might feel like, on one hand, Cam, you have done it all. Why would you speak negative, in their eyes, negative, or keep it that real? And then on the other hand, it's like, well, if you don't keep it real, who will? So can you expound about that, though?
You said it perfectly, Peggy.
And that's just what I just said. Like, it's just two different sides of the coin, bro, when it comes down to media. Or, you know what I'm saying, is being respectful safe, or is critiquing whoever or speaking about whatever, whenever, not safe? It all depends on who you're asking that question to.
But also, going back to what Ryan Clark said, one of the quotes was, be the leader that you will follow. And I'm exactly that. I listen and I follow with my eyes. I am making content for me first. And then if somebody else can appreciate it,
tip my hat to you.
Because that's who I am. I said it a while ago. You name me another person that gives back. Not just with money, because I can show receipts, but time, effort, energy. The kids reach out to me on a day-to-day basis. Hey, coach, hey, man, hey, play me in NCAA. I'm the leader who I will follow. Because call me anything. I kept it all on the field. Everything negative that you ever heard from Cam Newton, whether it's from a hater, whether it's from a person that despised me, the person that is a fan of me, I kept it all on the field. Yeah, my mouth probably got me in some trouble, but I ain't never had any conduct detrimental to no team that I was on. Ask former teammates. Never was conduct detrimental, DUI, domestic violence, things like that. No, that's not Cam. Anybody who really knows me know. Bro, I'm isolated, dog. You don't see Cam partying and drunk, belligerent on the side of the road or driving. Bro, like I was a model citizen. Still am a model citizen. So if you don't like me, it's because of what I said. And I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that.
You entitled to your own opinion.
You entitled to their own opinion.
And I am.
I ain't gonna lie, he cooking right now. He cooking right now. All I can say is this, bro. I think this season gonna be a hell of a season. And I'm ready for it. I'm locked in. I got everything situated. You know what I'm saying? God willing, you know what I'm saying? I make it to the season. But like, let's just see. Let's just see. It's not about, let's just see who gonna keep it real, who gonna say what needs to be said when it's time to be said. Whether they're a good player, bad player, you know them, you don't know them. You're a fan, you're a former player, you're an analyst that's been doing this for years. Who's gonna, you know what I'm saying, keep it 100? Whether a player is playing bad, good, indifferent, you know what I'm saying, touch on the touchy subjects, because I'm telling you, there's always something. Something's gonna happen within this season, even ahead of time, during, after. And we'll see, man. But y'all make sure y'all, you know, so tell me what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm ready for football season, man. All this happening right now because there is no football. All of this really wouldn't matter for real if games was going on right now, to keep it a bean.